So as far as my philosophy goes on giving back, that always has purely been just providing opportunities for people, like allowing people to come into the solar industry, getting trained, getting skilled up, being able to make a living for themselves and create a life that's pretty unique, and hopefully one that they could use the next 3-4 years to buy their next 30-40 years of life back. And so that's always been my idea of giving back, is just providing that opportunity for the past 5 years. Mostly because I didn't really believe, I've just heard all the news, I've looked it up, I've read online about all the charities that we have in the United States of America, like the Wounded Warriors program, all that stuff where 90% of the money you donate just evaporates into the CEO's pocket, or whoever else is running that nonprofit. And so that's always made it so I just do not like donating to those causes, because I don't believe it's really going to the right people. And so now coming here, I think my perspective has definitely changed. Like here, I fully recognize that the people here do not actually have the ability to like work their way up quite as easily. They can't just use their mind and use and get the opportunities that we have available in America. And so like here, it's like, now I want to give back to people. They're just grinding. They're working really hard. I respect what they're doing. Every single day they're hustling. They're trying to sell us shit on the streets all the time. I just respect it. And so I want to give back to these kind of communities, especially like the schools. Like it's cool to give back to the kids. Like this is fulfilling. It's rewarding. So now it's more not just opportunities, also like these kind of events. I'll be going to more of these.
I've given money out in charity online or whatever it is, and the return that I feel isn't as strong as actually coming out here and physically doing it and physically helping, seeing the improvement in the projects. Donating, that needs to be more important than just kind of throwing the money and then walking away, because I've done that so many times, and it doesn't change who I am. It doesn't change my point of view or my perspective. But coming out here and helping these kids and putting in hard hours and hard work and seeing the return on that is just unbelievable and unmatched.
It makes you think of travel differently too, because if you think about the number of tourists a place like this gets, like it's a third world country, it's very poor. If every single tourist that walked into the city donated an hour of their time, so much could be done, but nobody does that. So I think that's also like super important to think about, like when you're traveling, because I've been to so many like countries and a lot of like poor areas, and I've never really thought to like portion off a whole section of my trip like this, but even just an hour makes a big difference.
One of my worst days could be these people's best days of their life. So you just got to know when it gets tough, people have it way tougher than we do.
Yeah.
We dug a trench, and back home that would take an hour with a machine, and they don't have those utilities here.